He saved her from the burning ship. Not knowing the fire was the only thing containing her true form. The wreckage burned against the night sky, flames licking the heavens like angry spirits. Lieutenant Mark Reeves skidded down the rocky slope toward the smoldering alien vessel, its hull cracked like an egg, molten metal spilling across the mountainside. He didn't think, he ran. The distress beacon had flared 2 minutes ago. He was the closest responder. No backup. No idea what species the ship belonged to. Just fire, chaos, and a cry for help. Inside the broken craft, the heat was unbearable. He should have waited. But then he heard the voice. Soft, desperate. Not in any language he knew, but pleading just the same. He found her in the cockpit, a tall, slender being wrapped in a cloak of flickering gold, barely conscious. Her skin shimmered like glass over lava, eyes glowing with internal heat. Without hesitation, he scooped her up. She was burning hot, yet his suit held, barely. As he carried her out, alarms flared behind them. Explosions ripped through the wreck. But Mark didn't stop until they were clear. He set her down gently beside a rock outcropping. "You're safe now," he said, panting. The alien woman opened her eyes slowly, and for the first time he saw fear in them. Not fear of death, but of him. "No," she whispered, voice echoing like wind over flame. "You don't understand. The fire, it held me. It bound me." And then her body convulsed. At first, Mark thought she was injured, but the air around her began to shift, warping with heat waves. Her cloak turned to ash, revealing crackling lines of light racing beneath her skin. He stepped back. "What's happening to you?" She curled into herself, her voice ragged. "I was sealed. The fire kept me contained. You broke the seal. I was saving you." She looked up at him, face anguished. "You freed me, and now I can't stop it." Her body exploded with light. A shock wave knocked Mark backward. He shielded his face as an inhuman form rose from the ground, molten and radiant. Limbs of plasma, eyes like miniature suns. The woman was gone. In her place stood a creature made of living flame. Mark's instinct screamed at him to run. But something in the core of that being looked at him and remembered Mark. The voice said, still hers, buried in the fire. He stood slowly, heart racing. "Were you?" "A Vayari," she said. "Our kind, we are not meant to survive in stable states. We are destructive by nature. So I was caged inside flame to contain what I truly am." He stepped closer, despite the heat. "Then why call for help?" "Because part of me wanted to be saved." Her fiery form flickered. "But now, I may destroy everything near me. This planet." Mark shook his head. "There has to be a way to stop it. To help you." She turned, her steps igniting the grass. "My ship's fire chamber was designed to keep me stable. It's gone now. Then let me find another way. I won't abandon you." The next hours were a blur. Mark contacted his base and begged for containment tech, a mobile thermal suppression field. They had won. Experimental. "I need it," he told command, "or this whole region could go up in smoke." When the transport arrived, the crew didn't dare approach. But Mark did. He walked through searing air, carrying the containment generator toward her. She sat on a scorched hilltop, alone, watching distant trees burn where her footsteps had wandered. "I brought this," he said gently. "It might work." She looked at him with sadness. "You still don't understand. This is who I am, not something to fix." "I don't want to fix you," Mark said. "I want to help you live." She hesitated. Then, slowly, she stepped into the field as it activated. The fire dimmed. Her glow faded to a soft golden shimmer. Her humanoid form began to coalesce again, still radiant but stable. She looked down at her hands. "You contain me again." "No," Mark said. "You chose this." Over the next days, they worked together, testing the field's range, learning to calibrate its settings. She taught him about the Veari, beings of energy born in stellar cores, never meant for planets, only the cosmos. She'd been captured by a rival faction, caged in her own ship's fire chamber for safe transport. I escaped, she said softly one night, watching the stars. But I couldn't survive long, not without breaking free. Mark looked at her, now fully formed, her molten eyes softer. Maybe freedom isn't just about release. Maybe it's about choice. She smiled faintly. You humans always finding meaning in chaos. He chuckled. We have to. It's how we survive. When the order came to extract him, Mark stood by her side. She saved a valley from burning, he told the command officer. She's not a threat. She's a life. The officer hesitated. Then what do you suggest we do with her? Mark turned to her. Come with me. To your world. To ours. Not to hide you. Not to chain you again, but to give you a place where you can choose what to be. She looked out over the hills she'd nearly destroyed, then turned to him. I will come. Later, as they boarded the ship together, she whispered in his ear, You saved me from the fire, but it wasn't the flames I feared. He looked at her questioningly. It was being seen and not burned away. He took her hand. Then I'll keep seeing you, no matter what burns.